Welcome back to the Southern Snack where life is too short to be serious. All right, we got a messy pile of food over here. I'm just so surprised that Sonic has been so proactive to start the year out. I would not be shocked if we don't hear from them until probably like early summer. For real. They have peanut butter items, peanut butter bacon burger, peanut butter bacon shake already. It's still on the menu, by the way. Now they have pulled pork nachos or totchos, pulled pork burger, pulled pork sandwich, and they've got a chocolate covered strawberry shake. So there's so much going on, and we got a full review for all the new items. A lot of people want to do one by one. I want to showcase everything. This is not too much. This is not too much for me. This is just enough. It is very messy, and it is making a mess here. But this is just enough for me to say, yeah, I'm game. I got this. We're doing a review of everything together, especially with how busy this week is across the board. So that's, oh man, that's a handful. It is. It really is. But this is your thumbnail with my lopsided hat. Of course, you're going to get a better view of everything. I'm not going to leave you hanging. But, man, oh man. I hope you do subscribe. This is a lot of effort, a lot of money, a lot of work, especially with my messy hands. But there is the pulled pork sandwich. Here is the pulled pork barbecue, the pulled pork burger. Of course, the burger has cheese, pulled pork, barbecue. It's got pickles. This thing looks crazy. I will say I tried a piece of the pulled pork. The pulled pork itself is delicious. This might have too much barbecue sauce on it and not enough pulled pork. Yeah, that's what it's looking like. But we're going to try it. We're here to try everything before you decide what you want to do. But we're going to get into the sandwiches, go into the totchos, or the loaded tots, and then we'll finish off with that milkshake. So let's go. Let's chow down. Okay, I'm not the biggest fan of that barbecue sauce. It's a bit excessive, a bit sweet. There is a little bit of kick to this. I like that kick. Overall, I think the pork has a pretty good presence too. It really blends in well with the burger. It's very flavorful, very sharp. But that barbecue sauce is a bit too aggressive. Definitely gotta give them credit. This is a loaded sandwich without any question. I would say I think a 7.5. I like what they've got going here. I like the smokiness of it. I like the kick you've got. So if you're not a big spicy person, I'm sorry, I ain't got napkins on me. But if you're not a big spicy person, that might not really be something that you would want. But, you know, we'll see if the pulled pork sandwich has much of a kick. Again, it doesn't look like a lot of meat in this sandwich, but we'll go ahead and try it. The bun's pretty nice. It's a nice buttery bun. So let's go ahead and try the pulled pork sandwich. 7.5 for the burger. Yeah, I just think it flows better with just pork. The burger's not bad. And I wouldn't say this is an amazing pulled pork sandwich. I think the pulled pork in there really does drive this, though. A little too saucy, though. But I like the blend of flavor. That kick is really getting me. That we have with this. And I do wish there was more pulled pork. And I really think that's what could carry this to a higher rating. But for me, I think it's fair enough to say that this would get an 8. I think it is just ever so slightly better than the burger. But I think if you included more pulled pork, and I know you want flavor, you know, you don't want to throw on a bunch of unflavored pulled pork. That makes sense. But, you know, I think the highlight is to have a good amount of that. And so could improve that. But I'm pretty happy with the two sandwiches. So now we're moving on to the tots. These look divine, or maybe disastrous, whatever. works for you. But it's got Tots, shredded cheese, melted nacho cheese, barbecue sauce, and of course it's got barbecue or pulled pork. Man. So the Tots are nice and crispy. I love that flavor to it. Crispy fried golden butter. Ha. Now we're gonna one more look, I guess. I'm gonna try it with the See, I like all that because it's it looks like at some points there is a bit much on the barbecue sauce. This thing has a good amount of pulled pork. It's got a good amount of cheese. And it blends so well together. They're Tots. Whenever they do a Tot item, always happy. That's definitely a 10. That's the item that wins. That wins the review. No question. No doubt. No mystery to it. If you're trying to decide what pulled pork item that you want to get, I say go for the Tots. It highlights the pulled pork the best. There's a good amount of it. The flavors aren't too like heavy on anything. Like the barbecue sauce is not, it's not overbearing. So while I do like the barbecue sauce in a way, I like its kick to it, I do think it's a bit sweet, right? So the Tots just do so much to balance it, right? It adds savory, it adds cheesy, and of course you got more pulled pork. So we're trying the milkshake. It's nice and thick. Strawberry flavor is pretty good. The mix of chocolates in there is pretty consistent too. Yeah. It may not be the most refreshing strawberry shake I've ever had, but I like that it's not like super artificial. There's a good amount of chocolate. Could it be more chocolatey? Yes. Could it be a little bit more strawberry forward? Yes. It definitely could be louder. But I like what we get here. I like the flavors. It doesn't try and be too much. It doesn't lean into anything too much. I think it's got a good balance. It just isn't enough of both, right? Could use more chocolate, could use more strawberry, but I'm happy with it, right? So I'm going to give this a 7.5. Overall, pretty impressive lineup. And Sonic, you are doing some good things this year. I know last year for me was mostly a disappointment. I was not happy with what we were getting, but the peanut butter items, amazing. These items, pretty solid. I mean, the Tots were amazing. So, you know, and the shake was good. So, Sonic, keep the work up. Don't know what you got next, but I'll be patiently waiting because you guys have really worked hard on the menu in the last 2 months. So, I'm not going to rush you, nor should anyone expect you to be rushed into anything else. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this review. Go to Sonic, and I'll see y'all around. Yay!